So the ego, or whatever you want to call it, is just delivering you the messages based on your reactions to what you see in the world. You've already got all the thoughts there. The beliefs create the thoughts. So there's a whole package down inside you about what you believe and what you need to think about it and what you need to do based on the lies of what you have believed and what you swallowed and what others around you have supported you in doing that. The solution is, first of all, you got to recognize that you got to forgive. You absolutely have to forgive, because to live in you can live in a friendly, miraculous universe. You can be free. You can be free, but you're not going to be free by fixing the hostile one. That's like being on stage again and being the actor that you're playing that you don't really want to be, that you forced yourself to become all these roles in this world that aren't true to your heart and the freedom that you want to feel inside, and you're becoming that. And it's like you're giving yourself all these instructions on stage, and you don't even know. The directors and the people who direct the play, the big produce it. They're saying, silly person, don't you know that that's where this goes? This is high drama. Come on, get with the program. This is high drama. This isn't about peace or bliss. This is about drama. Get with the program. Work hard. Try again. Fail. Then try again to succeed. Struggle through the whole life. Get a little bit of respite and then, go back again. It's like watching The Matrix, The Matrix was wonderful. Neo comes to the end and he says, I see the code, everything's free. And then Matrix 2 comes out and says, oh, he must have forgot it though. That's the way the world is. That's the way the world is. And that's the way it is inside when you believe in that. And so to come out of that, you have to start by forgiving yourself and recognizing, I kind of like it like to the 12-step programs too, where the first 3 steps of the 12-step program are magical steps, whatever the addiction, whether it's Al-Anon, whether it's codependency to narcotics or alcohol, or jobs or sex or whatever you want to call it. Whenever you're getting enslaved by something like that, it's the same message, or if it's like goal setting, it could be goal setting, 12 steps for goal setting, 12 steps for fixing your life. Okay. I focus on the first 3. The remaining 9 are what happened when you focus on the first 3. And however they play out is fine. And I'm not going to talk about those. I'm going to talk about the first 3 though. First one is, I can't do it. Yeah, you finally, in other words, you like as a role player in this play, in this avatar, this sense of self that's in this world and of it, you can't fix it. The weight problem, you can't fix it. Whatever you do, it doesn't change. And you finally recognize that. You go, oh, I literally can't do this, can I? And then when you start to heal, it really gets to a point where you can actually talk to your ego, and you say, and your ego would say to you, that keeper of all these bodies buried inside you that come up, they would be saying, you can't do this, can you? And I go, no, I can't. I'm spent. Don't have any more bullets. Don't have any more juice. I just don't know. I can't do it. It won't. It's not that I won't. I just can't do it. But it's recognizing that, getting to that through awareness that the situation, FUBAR, it's that. It's literally that, effed up beyond recognition. There's no way to fix it in the world because that's the way the world is. And there's no way to fix it psychologically because that's the way psychology is about the sense of self. It's always going to be a struggle. If you want out, you got to get out. You got to forgive yourself for staying in. You really have to forgive yourself for staying in and recognize that I can't do it. And then the second one is, well, there's a power that can. I've seen it. Get to it. Like the sun comes up every morning, doesn't it? Your blood flows. You're not making that happen. Nobody in the world is making that happen. And if those things didn't happen, it wouldn't matter what the goals are anyways. There wouldn't be no life. But yet it happens. And in all kinds of ways, you start to see in your life through willingness how things start to move. In my life, I'm provided for all the time in every way. Always. Sometimes it's kind of squirrely because I'm still wrestling with it, but the bottom line is I can't do it, so it's done for me and through me all the time. I think it's been always that way. I'm just able to see it now. Okay. That second step is that higher power, whatever that miraculous world exists, and you can live in that world. That world can provide for you. That world can solve whatever's going on, but not in a way that you've imagined or you will imagine. It can do that. It will be outside the box, friend. It will be outside the box. You can't have expectations of it. You can expect bliss. You can expect freedom, but you cannot expect what form it's going to look like, how it's going to, even what it's going to look like, let alone how it comes. Okay, well, I think I'll do one more here.